We have a major update in regards to FTX's original CEO, Sam Bankman Fried. He is pleading not guilty in regards to FTX fraud. We have an article from Watcher Guru. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions on this at the end of the video. I'll have a link to this article down in the description below. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. Sam Bankman Fried pleads not guilty in FTX fraud case. In a development that many expected, former CEO Sam Bankman Fried officially pleads not guilty in the FTX fraud case. The Tuesday hearing has seen the disgraced founder's official plea to criminal charges by United States prosecutors of fraud and conspiracy. Bankman Fried is accused of utilizing customer assets from his now bankrupt crypto exchange platform to fund bets through hedge fund Alameda Research. Moreover, his not guilty plea differs from the action taken by Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison and fellow FTX founder Gary Wang. Bankman Fried pleads guilty in FTX fraud. Through the relatively young history of the crypto industry, there has not been a scandal on the scale of FTX, formerly one of the largest and most well-known crypto exchange platforms on the planet, now bankrupt with its top brass indicted on charges of fraud. There was once a time when FTX represented a guiding light for the entire market. As the year presented unheard of challenges, it was Sam Bankman Fried and the company were the figureheads for a way forward. Yet today is the seminal day that marks Sam Bankman Fried's plea of not guilty in the high-profile fraud case. The plea that took place before United States District Judge Lewis Kaplan of Manhattan today did not come as a surprise. It followed reports from Reuters that initially stated the guilty plea as a possibility. Conversely, his plea of guilty is one that is able to be changed at a later date should he so choose. The former crypto wunderkind is charged with 2 counts of wire fraud and 6 counts of conspiracy. Moreover, these include conspiracy to launder money and commit campaign finance violations. If convicted, Bankman Fried could face up to 115 years in prison. The latest hearing followed Bankman Fried's previous release on a $250 million bond after his extradition from Bahamian custody. Currently located in his parents' California home, Bankman Fried was held in the infamous Bahamas Fox Hill prison for 8 days prior to his extradition. Okay, so my thoughts on this is that let him go through his due process, let the courts actually review the evidence, and if they find him not guilty, the evidence provides itself in that form, then so be it. A lot of people will be upset, but if the man is innocent, then I don't want him to serve time. As it is right now, there's a plethora of evidence out there that largely suggests that he did nefarious things and that he intentionally did these things. I mean, it's an overwhelming abundance, so it'd be very hard to try and spin it any other way. And when you present this to a court, the court's going to be looking at the same things, guys. And another thing that's really important too is the fact that Caroline, which was mentioned here, and Gary Wang, they pled guilty for their circumstances. So yeah, I mean, there you go. If you have some of the original people that are saying, oh, we did these things, and Sam Bankman Fried, right, Caroline was throwing Sam underneath the bus here. That is something that definitely works against Sam. You can't really look at it much differently than that, right? If she's someone that was so closely working alongside Sam and she herself is saying, oh yeah, Sam, he knew these things. That doesn't look good for him. What's interesting is that they're saying that Sam has the opportunity to be able to change his plea later on with this. I find that to be kind of weird, and I feel like there should be some sort of extra ramifications. I don't know if there fully are from a legal perspective. I would hope that there are, right? If you say, well, I'm not guilty on these things, and then later on you're like, okay, well, now I'm admitting that I'm guilty on this stuff. It's like, okay, but you said at first that you weren't guilty, etc. You get my point. We'll have to wait to see what ends up happening next. As it is right now, I'd say it looks like Sam is guilty. But everything needs to be presented into court. Do you guys think that he's guilty? Do you think that there's any chance of him not being guilty? What can you think of that might make him not be found guilty? What are your thoughts on that? So share your guys' point of view on this down in the comments below. I'm curious to see what sort of angles you guys could see. If you're playing like devil's advocate here, right? Tell us what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please go do your own research, guys. Thank you also to my Patreon supporters. Really means a lot, guys. It's been a crazy year. Those of you guys that have been showing support for me doing content on this channel means a lot. You can support for as little as $1 a month. You can technically cancel anytime you want. Also, there's a Patreon link down in the description below. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeman.com, Victor Vegas, Safeman Oz for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.